Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hamilton and I'm the owner of Hamilton Janitorial located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And on this channel, I like to make content for cleaning business owners. Today, I want to talk about my experience as a JanPro franchisee. So in 2017, I took over a JanPro franchise for my stepdad. And when he handed it down to my brother and I, there were 4 active accounts. And over the course of, I think about 2.5 years, we added about 3 more accounts. So at one point we had 7 accounts. It was my brother and I, and we had, I forget, 1 or 2 employees. So over the course of the 2.5 years that I had the franchise, I really took it very seriously and took the training seriously, took the advice that the sales rep or customer relations manager gave us, in that they suggested we communicate with our contacts at the sites, at every account, every location, check in on our workers, use the, chemicals listed by JanPro, and there were some other things that they recommended. And one thing that I did was that I really went through the binder, the franchisee binder that they give you, and it's basically the Bible for having a JanPro franchise. It tells you all the things that you're expected to do, all the things they are expected to do, and just everything as it relates to having a JanPro franchise. And over the course of the time that I had the franchise, I really wanted to grow. And I reached out to JanPro several times to get new business, and found that they would not have new business to give me. And when they did, it was almost like always out of my territory. So it will be 45 minutes to an hour away, which is unacceptable. That's not, that wasn't our territory at the time. And at the time I was still employed full time. So that was one of the issues that I ran across. Another one was them not honoring the agreements that the binder explained that they were obligated to do. For example, they were supposed to do marketing. We paid a monthly commission or fee, I forget, a franchise fee. And a part of that was supposed to be for them to market so that they would have business to provide us if we wanted to grow. And I found that that was not being done. And then another issue that I had was when I asked for marketing materials like pamphlets and other leave-behinds, they did not have that readily available. But when I created my own and they saw me distributing them and saw me using platforms like Facebook at the time, they reached out to me and told me that I wasn't allowed to do that. However, there was nothing in the binder that stated that I could not do that. So what they said was that I had to list their contact information and their email, their phone number on my marketing materials if I was gonna make my own marketing materials. So that was a point of contention for me. I didn't understand if I was going to spend my time, my money, and create marketing materials for my franchise. Why would I ever put their contact information on it so that they could decide when the calls and emails came in who they were going to send out for those jobs? So that became, a concern for me. And then I continued to ask them to provide marketing materials because if they were to provide marketing materials with their contact information, I was comfortable distributing those materials and trusting the process. I was going to have to go along with that. It took them 6 months to provide me any type of marketing materials. They provided it in a digital form, so they sent me PDFs, and which I was fine with, but I was not fine with it taking 6 months. By the time they sent it to me, I had completely forgot that I asked for it and was not expecting it. So it was a surprise when I received them. So after I received those, I'm probably about 1.5 to 2 years into having the franchise, and I received an email one day from my franchise owner. I'm not really sure what his title is, but he basically is the person who owns all of the JanPros in this area, in my region. So he was like a regional owner. So all of the franchises, like myself, reported to him. He cut our checks. He was in charge of home office, sales, all that type of stuff. He emailed me one day and basically, in a nice way, kicked me out, asked me to leave. His email stated that I was very ambitious and he could see that I wanted to grow, and he thought that I should start my own cleaning business. And I was initially very offended because I felt like I was doing everything that they encouraged us to do in training, and that I was eager, I was dedicated, I was a good cleaner, I managed my team, and I was eager to grow. And I felt like I was being dismissed for it or punished for it. But looking back, I know that it was the best thing that he could have done, because I took his advice, and I started my own business in 2017. And that's how I became the owner of Hamilton Janitorial. And it took about maybe another 2 years to completely sever ties with JanPro, because they do allow you to have your own cleaning business while having their franchise, as long as you keep it separate, which I did. I have my own website for my business, my own email, telephone numbers. I kept their clients separate from the clients that I was acquiring for Hamilton Janitorial. And then when the pandemic started, I used that as an opportunity to completely separate myself from JanPro. And so that was my journey with JanPro. When it comes to recommending cleaning franchises, I do not recommend it. Well, let me say this. I benefited from having a JanPro franchise. I learned a lot, but there were a lot of bumps in the road. They did a lot of things that I didn't agree with, and I did not feel that they had any loyalty to their franchisees. So I think if you're on the fence, if you're contemplating having or starting a cleaning franchise, whether it's JanPro or one of the many others, I would say do your research and really look into starting your own business. You pay a lot of fees to be a franchisee, and you put in a lot of work, and I don't know that it's always worth it. I don't want to bash the franchise route too much, because I know that it is a viable option for many people. Again, it's how I got my start, and I probably wouldn't be here had I not done that. So I have that much to at least say about it. But knowing now, having done both, having had a franchise and now currently have my own cleaning business that I started and I'm growing, I recommend starting your own. I really recommend starting your own. And if you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. I would love to engage with you guys and hear if you've ever had a cleaning franchise. Please drop a couple lines. Let me know what that was like, what your journey was like. I would love to hear about it. And if you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel for more cleaning content. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.